So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 39 of the Peterborough United Career Mode here on FIFA 23. I hope you're well. And well, plenty of games have come and gone. We are now in the month of January. And yeah, it's been quite a busy first day of the month, as you can imagine. Lots of people going out, some people coming in. So we'll have a bit of an update to start with, and then we'll get into what is quite a juicy month. If you are looking forward to it, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. And well, let's recap on the results that you didn't see in the last month. So we started with that 3-1 win away at Brighton in the played game in the last episode. And then a few draws have crept in, which I didn't expect. We started with 2 1-all draws back-to-back against Rotherham, who were just ridiculous to break down. And then against Norwich, it was a good game, but just, yeah, it was just one of those we couldn't quite make a breakthrough. We then absolutely spanked Sheffield United 5-2. That was quite easy. We then drew 2-2 away at Bournemouth, and we equalised. Joseph Garner equalised with literally the last kick of the game. Got played through by Iñaki Oliveira, and yeah, he finished it off to rescue us a point. And then our most recent game, a 2-0 win over Luton, in which actually Iñaki Oliveira came on and scored his first goal for the club. Elias also did get sent off in that game. I did sim that game, to be fair. So if we have a look at what is to come today, then we will have the whole month of January, another busy episode. We'll start with a played game against Stoke. Hopefully we can get revenge for the first result of the season. We'll then play Blackpool. We will sim Colchester in the FA Cup. Fairly, like, I was going to say comfortable, but we lost to Derby earlier in the season, so you never know. We will sim that game. We'll then play Swansea, and we'll sim the game at the end of the month against Reading. In terms of deadline dates, I've had a bit of feedback, and some of you guys sort of aren't as interested, because we're not near the top necessarily, aren't as interested as what is going on around all the other parts of transfers. So we're kind of just stick to transfers that are relevant to us, and I won't sort of just sit there for the whole of deadline day. So yeah, that's I mean, I appreciate you guys' feedback as ever, and I will listen to you, and if you know there's something you're not enjoying or whatever that I can incorporate, then by all means please do let me know. So let's have a look at the squad then. A lot of players have gone, obviously all the players that we'd agreed to sell. 2 players have come in that we know of, Zabani and Stark have come in. This is what my team looks like. That's not my team at all. I pressed the wrong button. That's what my team looks like at this moment in time. I've pushed Josh Knight into central midfield because I'm really enjoying Josh Knight. So I feel a bit bad dropping him. But as you can see, he's sat on a -3. He can play central midfield, kind of like Bakari. Bakari's listed as a striker, or as one of the positions he can play, but because it's not his natural, he kind of gets a debuff there. With Knight, he's more comfortable playing CDM, so if I could, that would probably negate his buff a bit, but we can't drop the position any lower or change it to CDM. So for now, he's set on a -3 debuff. We'll try it there for now. If he doesn't really work, he's not as good as Taylor for whatever reason, then we can switch it back around and have a bit of a rethink. But as you can see, Zabani straight in there in the centre of defence. We are hunting for right backs. I've got some on my shortlist. The search is not quite as fruitful as centre backs. They're kind of coming up, we're coming up short on numbers already for right backs. But there are a couple on the list. So that's what it looks like for now. Obviously, Elias can't play today. I probably would have played Iñaki Oliveira anyway. Admittedly, I probably would have swapped him out for Koulibaly, but we'll work him in there somehow. This is how the championship table is looking. So after 26 games, we sit 2 points clear of Crystal Palace, 3 points clear of Fulham. So it's still very tight. It's us top 3 as it was in the first season in League One, a sort of top 3. Sheffield United 12 points behind us, so there is quite the gap, and then 15 points clear to Brighton. But the teams that we played today, of course, we've got Stoke, Swansea and Blackpool in a little cluster there. And then Reading sat just above the drop zone on goal difference. Then Colchester in the divisions below us. I don't know if they're League 1 or League 2. So yeah, that's how it goes today. So we start with Stoke, who've become a bit of a pain in my arse the last few episodes. Hopefully we can put things right today and get a bit of justice. So this is how Stoke line up for the first game of this episode then, and they are playing a back six. Of course they are. Wonderful. Zetera in goal, Dehaney on the right, Edwards, Wilmot and Sutar at the back, with McCarran on the left, Laurent in the base of the midfield with Thompson and Greenwood ahead of him, and then Emre Tezgel and Pepra ahead of them. Pepra caused us an ample amount of problems in the first game, as did Jacob Brown, but they're going for Tezgel, who's a bit of a wonder kid, especially on FM, but some good options there as well. So yeah, this is it's going to be a tough game, but this is how we line up. As I said, Oliveira's come in, Elias suspended, so we moved Estrada to the right, Koulibaly on the left. Knight is going to play in central midfield, and we'll see how things go from there. But interested to see how certainly Zabani plays in his first game. Absolute mountain of a man there, you can see at the back. Wearing gloves as well, gloves and short sleeves. If you know me, you know that I'm not a fan of that, but there you go. So yeah, Fisher's gone out on loan. We have that Fournier guy that I showed you in the last episode. He's up on loan, as well as we call back a really good player from the academy, a American centre half, as Oliveira has to strike, and Oliveira has round the back of the net with an absolute beauty there. Chests it down over the defender. And he's let that come down on the half volley. It's just put his laces through that one. And Iñaki Oliveira has got his second goal in as many games. So yeah, what I was saying is about my reservations for playing Josh Knight in centre mid is that he's obviously defensive minded. You know, he's naturally, well, I think naturally is actually listed as a CDM when you start this game, but we made him into a centre back. But obviously, yeah, naturally defensive minded, whatever way you look at it. But Nezovic is already defensive minded, so is that going to be kind of hampering us again, kind of like playing Brady with Nezovic was, like I would suggest? It's something we are going to have to find out as Tyrese Campbell makes his way on for Tezgel. So yeah, it's something we're going to have to monitor. It's something that, again, I'm willing to try. We've experimented a number of times with this squad. That's Knight. Oh, it's going to have a strike again. He looks eager to get forward though, but it suggests that he's going to be fairly comfortable playing that role. But we'll have to wait and see how he progresses. There's a little slip ball here for Estrada. It's a lovely covering block. Not too sure who it was. Koulibaly is in behind, and he's, well, I did press shoot, but he obviously knew he was offside, so just didn't do anything. But yeah, now I've gone into this one and we're looking comfortable because I've been rabbiting on and I haven't really had to do any defending of sorts, as Nezovic plays in Oliveira, and that will be too. And this man is starting to find a little bit of form. He's getting his chance, and when he gets his chance, I mean, even when he comes on as sub, I enjoy playing with him. Like, you can tell he's got an eye for a pass, and as a cam, that's absolutely superb. I love having a playmaker as a number 10. So yeah, the fact that he's got an eye for a pass, he's still really young, you know, he's a really promising player to have. I actually wanted that to Burrows, but it's going to find Nezovic. Koulibaly there. Oliveira will turn. Oh, and they'll have a strike at the near post. I wanted him to take that on his left and strike it across goal, but never mind. Garner tries to get on it. Koulibaly. Down to Oliveira for the hat-trick. Oh, he's found it. What a finish, Iñaki Oliveira. Take a bow, son. The hat-trick completed. A really good finish. Absolute pinpoint accuracy into that bottom corner. Zetera scrambling to get there. Really good awareness from Koulibaly to find him. But yeah, lets it sit again so he can get his foot over the top. This is a great angle for it. Laces through it. A little bit of whip on it. Oh, Zetera does get fingertips to it. But a superb individual performance from Iñaki Oliveira. And it is 3-0. Zabani does really well to anticipate that. And there's a ball in it for Garner. Yeah, so Robbie Brady's come on. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Oliveira. Oh, he's only gone and grabbed a fourth, this time with his head. That's such a nonchalant finish. Just a little flick to guide it. So much space in the middle. Little dink from Garner. He runs onto it, and it's not even a glance either. It's a properly powered header into that far corner. He's got in between the centre half. Sutar absolutely nowhere. Superb header. He's grabbed 4. He only scored his first goal in the last game. He's been with us like a season and a bit. 18 months almost. But we're having to do some defending here. Campbell trying to get away from Burrows. Oh, and he finds the ball in the area. And that is a lovely finish. I'm not too sure who it is taking it. But Burrows should be stopping the cross there for me. He's got enough space. He sort of jumped out of the way of it. It's a lovely finish. It's Sam Greenwood who's given Stoke a consolation. Well, there goes the final whistle. We have got revenge. They beat us 4-1 on the first day of the season, and 4-1 is the scoreline that we beat them by this time round. But it's all about that man. 10 attempts, he had a goal by himself. Surely not. But either way, he scored 4. It's not very often that we have a player that scores 4 goals. What a performance. Absolute domination in that game. A very well deserved victory. Right, we move on. I can't remember who it is. Blackpool, I think it is, in a few days. It is indeed. And well, we were talking about the squad and the loan deals. This is the centre-back, Cody Armstrong. 68 rated already at 18 years of age. 2-year loan offer from Girona. I will absolutely have a bit of that. If he can go out there and get some first-team football, he could come back. An absolute monster. Knight is already improved in the central midfield area in terms of his debuff. I'm trying to have a look. I think we'll probably go with it, actually, looking at the fitness. I think everyone's alright to go, maybe apart from Koulibaly. So actually, that's an easy swap that we can make. We will just team management this one up. And Oliveira can just about play this one. And we'll take... we'll put Taylor on the bench. So yeah, happy with that. Everyone, Estrada and Elias back to their usual sides. So this is the lineup for Blackpool then in this game. Grimshaw in goal. A back 4 of Lawrence, Gabriel, Connolly, Thornley and Thompson. Boyer in the base in the midfield with Zungu and right ahead of them. Owen Dale on the right, Lavery up top and Jerry Yates on the left. At least everyone in the 70s are over, well, apart from the keeper, but even still the outfield. You don't see that very often at this level, interestingly enough, apart from the better teams maybe. But yeah, so a bit more consistent Blackpool in terms of their squad. You've seen our squad. Oliveira's in. Couldn't exactly drop him after scoring 4 goals in the last game. Yeah, in place of Koulibaly. Elias back in. Happy days. I rabbited on pretty much that whole match and wasn't really tested defensively. Normally, if I rabbit on, you can tell that when it comes to defending, I lose a bit of concentration, let's say. But yeah, that match felt pretty good. Garner. Can he get a shifty on? Can he get away from his defender? I think he can. Thornley trying to keep up with him. But Garner will go across goal. And Garner will find that top corner. Absolutely no problem. And after 10 minutes against Blackpool, or inside 10 minutes should I say, we have our lead. And we are absolutely rampant at the moment. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this. And I think, say it quietly, I think we are on course for the Premier League next season. Zabani has got the number 15 shirt, as you may have seen there. We gave Nicholas Stark the number 6. But he has yet to make an appearance. Estrada. Got this one back for Burrows. Garner. Surely 2. Oh, it's a good save at the near post. I was aiming the far post. Joseph Garner, but Grimshaw alive to it. Estrada will take the corner. Oh, Oliveira. Edwards. Zabani. He'll have a strike, you know, Zabani. Oh, my word. He's rattled the crossbar. Garner. Oh, we're still not over yet, the danger, though. Estrada finds Garner. He's trying to battle his way through to make some space, but yeah, nothing come of it. Well, if I'd known Zabani had had a strike like that on him, I would have played him further forward, I think. That's a poor pass from Josh Knight. He's recovered well. Come on, boys. Sort yourselves out. Jesus wept. Zabani does really well. He's absolutely massive. Really big and gangly. That's a good ball forward. I thought Nezovic had that. Edwards trying to get... Oh, it's a good ball. Oh, and that's poor from Dan Bentley. It's Zungu who's found the back of the net for Blackpool. They have a level up. But that strike had no power on it. Edwards all out of position. It's just out of his reach, but that's poor. Poor. We shouldn't be conceding a goal like that, but hey ho. Tries to play it through that channel. Oh, Zabani's lost out here. It's too nonchalant with that defending. Oh my goodness, again. Too casual with that defending. That was my fault. I got complacent that Zabani would just mop that up and I could wander with him, but he's been robbed of the ball and they've smashed that into the roof of the net, and actually we are behind against Blackpool. Although Garner could be in. Joseph Garner, well, we're back on level terms straight away. When you've got this man up top, don't be too worried about losing the game. Right, we focus. It will be half time pretty much as soon as this ball is kicked, I would imagine. It is indeed last kick of the half for Joseph Garner. A little bit of a recharge and we go again. And they're behind again, Blackpool. I don't know why that matey's gone backwards. He was in. If he had carried on his run, must have been Owen Dale on that right side. There's Knight. Oh, well. Burrows stops it on the line. Jesus wept. And we managed to get this one out. Oliveira. Well, it's going to be the man who scored 4 goals last time out who is going to come off. That's a better ball in. Oh, and we've brought on Bakari ahead of Oliveira. Estrada hit. We'll have try and Benton one. That can't have been too far away. We are pushing for this winner. It's going to be a ball in deep towards that penalty spot, and Smith acrobatically has got that one away. Elias, can he find the ball? He has done, and it's Angel Estrada, but he hasn't got the pace to get away from his man. We'll cut this one back, and it's Joseph Garner, and we will score a goal. It's a little bit cheeky, but Estrada was never going to get past the man. So I had to do the smart thing and play it back. Thankfully, Garner got ahead of his man, but I was never going to beat the two of them. So I had to play it back and allow Garner just the simplest of tasks to bury that one. We find ourselves ahead. Blackpool are giving us a good game, but has it just run out of steam for them? Can't fall asleep defensively. Well, that is a fairly tame shot, thankfully. Dan Bentley has got everything behind it. Brady, Garner, and then, oh, the defender's committed. And Bakari could be in behind here. Osman Bakari. Oh, it's a good save from Grimshaw. Thought Bakari might bag that one, but the keeper again coming up with a really good save. Brady plays that one in. Oh, Sabani's lined that one up for the volley. Didn't quite reach him though. Garner. Oh, it's almost found its way through to Tommy Smith. Oh, done me absolutely superbly. Oh, Bakari, that's a lovely turn. Osman Bakari has the strike. And again, it's a good save from Grimshaw. Brady. Ball in. Bakari is there. Oh, and he has found the back of the net, Osman Bakari. And that has sealed the points. Really, really good to see Osman Bakari scoring. Lovely, lovely header. Just showed the passion to get up and over his defender. To just glance that one off the top of his head into the far corner. And that does seal the points for us in this game. Yeah, just off the back of his head almost. And there's a little flip in there as well. The acrobatics. Really good from Osman Bakari. It's been a lively game, this one. But we do come out on the right side of it, thank goodness. Absolutely dominant display. Although you wouldn't be able to tell really from how close the game was. But yeah, very good performance. And now the FA Cup against Colchester. Okay, we've had an offer for Jack Taylor from Feyenoord. An offer that I certainly wasn't anticipating. But they've offered the max the director of football reckons we can get. But no, I wouldn't sell Jack Taylor that cheap. I'd want probably over 4 million. So it's a no from me. And there we go. Confirmation that Cody Armstrong has gone on his 2-year loan deal to Girona. Very good. Hopefully he will grow quite nicely. No bids as of yet though for the other players that we've put on the lists, on respective lists. Speaking of the Devils, we've just had a bid for George Saville from Istanbul Başakşehir, and it's of valuation. No, I'm just going to accept it. I think happy days. I can't remember who it is. We've got someone out on loan, I think, of Başakşehir. So, well, it might have gone permanently. Either way, he'll go and play with someone that he's familiar with. We had an offer for Ghana from Ajax, £161 million. They don't seem to think we could get as much for him as we used to be able to. He's 89 rated now as well. I'm actually going to say no, because they reckon in the past we could get surplus 250 million. So, no. I'm going to say no. Although that's a ridiculous amount of money. And here we go, more offers. This time, Trabzonspor bid for Mads Andersen. 2 million they have offered. I'm just going to accept that. And we've also, as you can see, had a bid from Benfica for Koulibaly, who's worth 11 million. Didn't realise he was worth that much. But at 23 years of age, at that rating, I reckon we could get upwards of 15.5. But I'd want between 15 and 20. So again, it's going to be a no from me. People need to stop being so tight with their money. Right, Colchester in the FA Cup. I'm gonna rotate this squad, and then we'll sim it. Right, so this is the team we are going to go with them for this game. Aaron is in goal. Montoya at right back, Stark and Oliveira in the middle with Brady at left back. Taylor and Fuchs in the middle of the park, Bakari on the right, Iñaki Oliveira at number 10, Mallejo out on the left, and Ricky J. Jones up top. I noticed not only has Ghana grown up to 89, but Elias has grown up to 81 as well. Any faces we recognise in the Colchester side? Not to my knowledge. We'll just go ahead and sim this game. We really should be winning this game, and we only just about do it. Bakari with 5 minutes to go. We've dominated the game in terms of possession and shots, but only just managed to come out the other side as victors. So we're into the next round, thankfully, but it was less than convincing to say the least. Right, final played game of the episode next. I want to say Swansea. Saville has gone to Başakşehir, which is good to see. Really liked George Saville in the save, but kind of lost his place fairly quickly, to be honest. And a loan offer for Fournier from Gil Vicente on a short term here. We will accept that as well. Absolutely fabulous. Confirmation. Completely forgot the word then. That Anderson has gone off to Turkey as well for Trabzonspor. So, yeah. Some business done. We've got all the players. I think we've sold like 12 players this season, which is quite impressive. Just hopefully Fournier to get out the door now. But yeah, it's looking good, and our chase for some right backs is coming towards a close as well. And their confirmation Fournier has gone out on loan as well. So for the final played game of this episode, then this is how Swansea line up. A back five for them. Lewis Webb in goal, quite low rated. Lewis Webb, hopefully we can have a good day against him. Rashisha on the right, Lasbodier, Darling and Kabanga in the middle with Ogbita on the left. Sanchez and Ncham in the middle, Whitaker on the right, Obafemi through the middle, Garrick on the left. Into Josh Knight, who has the strike. Oh, it is over the top, Elias. Ghana has a strike, and he will find the back of the net. We will make the breakthrough. It's Ghana's left foot. He's just put his foot through that one and not messing around into the side netting. Could have arguably placed that, but just had enough. Absolutely slapped that one into the back of the net. Cabango couldn't quite get anything on it. Liam Webb would have been unsighted, you would have thought, with the man straight in front of him. But we take the lead in South Wales. And, yeah, we've probably, I would say, just about deserved that one. Garrick skips past Tommy Smith. Edwards is going to have to come over. And, well, thankfully, Bentley is out to shut down the angle. I think Garrick probably panicked a little bit there. There goes the half-time whistle. As that man certainly It was good, good like face, good graphics of the face, and the beard was a bit left to be desired. But either way, at the Swansea.com stadium, it's 1-0 to the English side at the half. More of the same, please. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's released Harrison Burrows. Harrison Burrows. Garner. Oh, I thought he might have come back for an offside position, but that strike, not too much power on it to cause Webb any problems. Oh, Koulibaly. Well, that's an interesting ball. But Garner is in. And Garner has found the back of the net with a superb finish. That wasn't the through ball that I had in mind from Koulibaly, but it's straight to his feet. I wanted it to play between the centre-backs. But he's played it to his feet. He's managed to hold off Rashisha. But with his left peg, he's just hit that stanchion. No problem whatsoever. Unbelievable finish from the lad. But there we go. There is the final whistle. And in all played games today, quite resounding victories, it must be said. Even in the pouring rain in Wales, that couldn't dampen our spirits. There you go. There's some really cheesy punditry for you, or commentary, whatever you want to call it. But just one more game of the episode to go. Is that similar game against Reading. Then we'll finish up the transfers for the month. And we've had a bid from Feyenoord for Inaki Oliveira. So he's worth 4.1. Oh, what's this? Tabuni. I wouldn't be interested in Tabuni. They're offering the amount of money that I would willingly listen to be honest. So we will go in and negotiate this deal for Inaki Oliveira. I'll be quite sad if we sell him. Remove exchange player, propose new fee. We're going at the max that the director of football, said we could get. And they're happy, that's fine. Okay, I would have taken about 6 million for him, so yeah. Oh, that's sad. We might be about to lose him, but it is what it is. And now, actually, we might be short of players. Oh, sadness. There's Iñaki. He's off to Feyenoord. I mean, it's fair, but like, he's always going to be a backup for us at the moment. So if he can go and get first team football, I can't begrudge him of that. And 6 million is a decent price for a backup player, especially at our level. So we just really enjoyed him, you know, at the start of this episode. But if he's going to go get first team football, I can't, like I said, I can't begrudge him of that. We signed him for free as well. It's a really good profit on him. I reckon could have made more. Could have got more, apparently. But, yeah, that might be a bit of an issue for squad depth, as Nezovic said there. So we'll have to wait and see. Right, anyway, this is our lineup for the Reading game. It's as you would expect. This is how Reading are probably going to line up. Andreasen in goal, back five of Yeardham, Hutchinson, Holmes, McIntyre and Giddis Walker. Midfield three are Tetek, Kamara and Boissier with Aziz and Ince up top. Hopefully we will get a win in this sim, and it's a 2-2 draw. Okay, and we've actually come from behind twice. Burrows and Garner, the goal scorers. We've slightly edged the game, but fair play to Reading. 2-2 draw. So only drop points, well, other than Colchester, you wouldn't say drop points Colchester, but you know what I mean. The only game we haven't won this episode. Blackburn. I didn't realise that was going to be at the end of this episode. I think they're in the Premier League, you know, Blackburn. They are indeed, Blackburn. 16th in the Premier League. Oh, okay. Don't know what to do now then. I don't know why I've just remembered that as well. There's a few jobs going here. Porto, all the big teams. I was offered the job at Club Brugge on the start of the window, and I was meant to show you, but unless it's in the archive, it was the very first of the month. So yeah, but obviously I didn't take it. I'm still here. Right, so we've had an offer from Sporting Lisbon for Nezovic, 9.5 million. And again, this is an offer that I would entertain. They'd offer me as much as I would probably be looking for, which is not ideal. Oh, our squad is getting thinner and thinner by the minute. Right, well, we'll go in and negotiate. Oh, bloody hell. Had a massive squad, sell everyone, and now I'm not going to have enough players. Right, they've offered 9.5. Director of football reckons we can get just over 14. They're sticking at 9.5. Okay. We'll go back in then at the 14. They've come up to 10.3. So they've come up by, what, 900 grand? The max I would sell him for, or the minimum, sorry, I'd sell him for, is 13.5 million. No, they're not. Fine. Okay, we keep Nezovic then. Right, I'm just going to sim this game against Blackburn because it's in the FA Cup. I don't really care for it. This is what we're going to line up like. Aaron in goal, Montoya at right back, Stark and Oliveira in the centre with Brady at left back, Fuchs and Taylor in the middle, Bakari on the right, Garner in the 10, Mayeho on the left, and Jones up top. Blackburn probably going to line up like this. Kaminsky in goal. Back 5, Ranky, Costello, Carter, Wharton, Lokashvili and Pickering. Travis and Harlock in the middle, Buckley just in front of them. Adeg, Benro and Pinto up top. The team's not too dissimilar to what it would be in the Championship, but we'll sim this game, we'll see how we do. 1-1 draw, so there is going to be a replay. Mayeho scored, and Sam, whoever that is, grabbed an equaliser. They probably had the better of the game, so maybe a draw, slightly favourable results. But yeah, we've just got some business to attend to now. Thankfully, no more games. So here you see my list of right backs. We managed to uncover 4. And this is them. Jesus Carvajal, who is a regen. 21 years old at Strasbourg. 76 overall. Spanish. Has got youth on his side. Physically, very, very good. Technically, can tackle. Decent crossing. Not much else going on for him. Deovasio Zfuik. Hopefully I got that right. Dutchman from Granada. 77 overall. Again, physically very capable with some very good stats in there. Physically, technically again, can tackle, has got the crossing, hasn't got too much else going for him other than that. Victor Gomez, 24-year-old at Espanyol, 76 overall. Physically, not as good as the other two, but pretty well-rounded, fairly quick as well. Better on the ball though. Tackling is okay. Defensive awareness is decent. Got the crossing. Passing is fairly good as well. Joshua Wagnerman, 76 overall. German 24-year-old. Got a bit of versatility about him. Again, decent physically. A bit more rounded than some of the others. Not a slouch as well. Technically as well, very decent. Tackling is good. Can cross the ball. Can dribble as well. Long passing not so good. Short passing is pretty decent. Now, he is injury prone as well. I didn't see that before. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of him. I don't sign injury prone players. It's a thing from Football Manager. So there we go. That brings our thing down to 3 players. If you have a look at price, Carvajal from Strasbourg could be about 10 million. Seafweek could be about 11. And Victor Gomez about the same as well. I think I'm going to sign 2 of them. I think the 2 that I'm going to sign are the older 2. I don't know. I just feel like don't get me wrong, Carvajal is very good, especially physically. Technically is where he's lacking. Obviously, he's got plenty of time to develop. He's got 5 years on these 2. But I just feel like these 2 are very well put together for now, and kind of now is what we're building for, especially for this push to the end of the season, and indeed for the start of next season. So I think I'm firstly going to go in for Victor Gomez, and then I will go in for Zfuik, both from what's it called, Spain. No, we'll begin negotiations for Clara. Offer transfer fee. He's worth 8.5 million. So that's what we will go in at. They want 8.8. No, we'll just go for that. 8.8. I'll happily take 8.8 million. I was going to try and be cheeky and try and do a little bit less, but Can't argue with that. They've asked for literally 300 grand more. So that's easy then. That's a decent one brought in. He's probably come in and actually be our starting right back. So I'm going to offer him important. He wants 3 years. I'm happy with that at 24 years of age. I actually thought he was a bit older. So kind of happy with that. Doesn't want a release clause. That is fine. So let's see how much. Let's offer him how much he's on. And we'll give him again like 100 grand signing on bonus. He's happy with that. Very good. That is the first right back in the door then, even though that doesn't really look a lot like him. But there you go. We've watched this before, so I'm just going to skip it. But there we go. First right back in the club. Victor Gomez has signed for Peterborough for £8.8 million. Now, we go and get Zeefweek. Again, he's worth 9, so we'll offer 9. They want the 11.3. We go like 10 and a bit. And they're happy with that. Cool. Alright, very good. That was nice and sorted nice and quickly. Right, we will offer you rotation. He wants important. Okay, fine. He wants a 3-year deal. We'll take that as well. Doesn't want a release clause. And he's told me the wage he wants. 14 up to 16. That is fine. We'll be coming and be joint highest paid player. So that is all gravy. There we go. We have 2 new right backs in at the club. So that means that Tommy Smith. We renewed Bentley's and Edwards' contracts. But yeah, we won't renew Tommy Smith's. Happy days. Very happy with those 2 signings. Okay, so I've got some free agents on the list. We do need someone to come in for Oliveira. Now, I know I always have Messi on this list as a laugh. He's down to 84 rated now. He would actually sign for us. We'd have to offer him a lot of money for our level. But an 84 rated Lionel Messi would join Peterborough. I find that so funny. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. But even still, that's so funny. But these are the options. Again, they all kind of want a bit of money. Messi wants quite a bit. But I'm kind of leaning towards Arne Sigurdsson. We've had him on this list for a while. He's quite versatile. And he wants the least amount of money. Very good physically. Ball control is good. Dribbling, finishing. Passing is good. Long shots. He's arguably just as good as a striker, let alone a cam. But I think Sigurdsson is who I'm going to have to go in for. So I'm going to approach to sign him. Hopefully he wants less than what he's asking for. I'm going to offer him rotation. Initially, he wants important. That's fine. He wants a 3-year deal. I can happily agree with that. And actually, he wants a lot less than I thought he might. 13.5. Arne Sigurdsson, you're in the door, mate. Very happy to have you in. Right, just need to go through. Maybe look at some other potential free agents that are out there. And, yeah, see if we can't entice any of them. Right, a bid from Porto for Ronnie Edwards on deadline day. 16 million. He's worth 14 million pounds. And I still, well, no, I don't think I'd want, with that sort of growth, I'd want 20 plus for him now, and they ain't going to get it. So that is a no-go. No business since Sigurdsson has come in. Another bid for Edwards, this time from PSV, and the director of football all of a sudden reckons we can get more, but no. I really like the partnership of him and Zabani in the 3 games that I played it. I want to see it blossom. And there we go, just like that, deadline day has finished. So, fairly busy one for us in the end, actually. If we just have a quick look at the business that we have done so far, then let's just have a look over the season, really. So, yeah, we brought in Aaron, sold Ahmed, sold Tilio, sold Assad, I won't go over the youngsters. Sold Ajiboye, sold Jamal Lowe, sold Jonas David, signed Montoya, less said about that the better. Sold David Bender for 9 million. I wonder how he's getting on now. Rated 77. Grown comparatively with our squad. We signed Mieo, sold Drew Yearwood, sold Toure, sold Hassan, sold Johnson, signed Stark and Zabani, sold Saville, sold Anderson, sold Iñaki Oliveira. That's actually hurting a little bit. And signed Arne Sigurdsson, Zeefweek and Gomez. So a very good season, I think, in terms of business done. Obviously now we look to push towards the end of the season and maintain what has been a fantastic season so far. We have 5 games in the next month. We will play all of those. I would imagine we'll actually play the cup replay against Blackburn, but yeah, I will decide which games we will sim throughout this month. Busy start to the month, but then the international break breaks that up a bit. So yeah, we'll have the whole month of February in the next episode. If we have a look at the table, the championship table, we actually sit second now on goal difference, 3 goals behind Palace. We've scored a lot more than them, but they've conceded a lot less than us. We're 6 points clear of Fulham, 13 points clear of Bristol City, so we're still looking good as we head into the back end of the season. But yeah, we want to wrestle back control and seriously go for that title. If you have enjoyed this episode, guys, make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.